It seems like every few months, new drama surfaces around Jay-Z, and this time it's messier than ever. A new woman has stepped forward, claiming that Jay-Z is her father, and the gossip mill is running wild. People are saying that Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's mother, has finally had enough of the ongoing scandals. Rumors suggest that Tina is fed up with Jay-Z mocking her daughter and dragging the family into unnecessary embarrassment. Word on the street is that Jay-Z might actually have even more children outside of his marriage, children who could come forward soon demanding paternity tests. Honestly, no one would be shocked at this point. Jay-Z has long been rumored to have entertained many relationships outside his marriage, and this wouldn't be the first time such whispers reach the public. People close to Tina are saying she's preparing to put an end to all of this, but not in a way anyone would expect. Insiders claim things might get ugly very soon. So let's take a deeper look into how we got here. According to reports, Tina Knowles is not brushing off the recent headlines about Jay-Z. Behind closed doors, she is said to be furious after hearing that Jay-Z may not have just one, but two children outside his marriage. When the first rumors surfaced years ago, Tina apparently already had her doubts. But when more claims began popping up, her patience reached its limit. Some sources even describe Tina as acting like a fiercely protective mother, unwilling to let anyone disrespect or harm her daughter again. And honestly, who can blame her? Tina knows all too well what it's like to deal with infidelity and outside children being forced into a marriage. This whole situation touches a nerve because Tina has already lived through something similar. During her marriage to Matthew Knowles, she faced years of cheating. Matthew's affairs with younger women were no secret, and eventually the truth came out when it was revealed that he had fathered a child with Alexandra Wright. That revelation led Tina to officially split from Matthew in 2009. To make matters worse, Alexandra later shared how Matthew wasn't even paying child support, which forced her to take him to court. In an open letter, Alexandra expressed regret for the pain caused to Tina and her family, apologizing for the hardship she endured. She wrote about admiring Beyoncé and Solange, praising them as beautiful and talented women. Alexandra even admitted that she hoped to one day apologize to Tina in person. Despite the betrayal, Tina initially gave Matthew another chance after he convinced her to try again. But when he cheated once more and fathered yet another child, Tina knew the relationship was beyond repair. 2 outside children in 2 years were simply too much, and Tina ended the marriage for good. This background explains why she is particularly sensitive now that Jay-Z is facing similar accusations. For her, it's like history repeating itself. One of the most persistent stories involves a man named Rymir Satterthwaite, who has long claimed to be Jay-Z's son. Recently, Rymir won an important step in court when a judge ordered Jay-Z to provide a DNA sample. But Jay-Z didn't handle it the way people expected. Instead of cooperating fully, his legal team argued that Rymir's claims were baseless and obsessive. They pointed to past court rulings where similar cases had already been dismissed, suggesting that this was simply old news being dragged out again. Yet, if it were really that simple, why would a judge push for a DNA test now? Clearly, there are still unresolved questions. Jay-Z's lawyers have also requested extra time to respond to the lawsuit, claiming the case wasn't properly served when first filed. They said Jay-Z didn't even know about it until a month later. Many believe this is just a tactic to buy time. But time for what exactly? Some speculate that he's trying to erase his DNA from certain databases before anything can be tested. And here's where it gets even messier. Rumors suggest Jay-Z has avoided DNA testing because samples might link him to other incidents, possibly even crimes. Whether that's true or just speculation, it only adds to the scandal. Just when things couldn't get any more complicated, another woman, Letitia Murr, made headlines. She publicly declared that she is Jay-Z's daughter. In a heartfelt social media post, Letitia revealed that she had lived in the shadows for years, knowing in her heart that Jay-Z was her father. She opened up about her difficult childhood, explaining how she had to step up and raise her siblings, including twins, while her mother battled multiple sclerosis. Despite those struggles, Letitia pushed through school, worked 2 jobs, and carried responsibilities far beyond her years. She claimed that a DNA test through an ancestry service confirmed that Jay-Z was indeed her father, boasting a 99% accuracy rate. According to Letitia, her mother tried to contact him, but nothing came of it. She also mentioned being mocked by lawyers and ignored when it came to child support. For Letitia, 28 years of silence was long enough. She decided it was time to share her story, regardless of how uncomfortable it might be for Jay-Z. To make matters more compelling, a woman claiming to be an old friend of Letitia's mother also spoke out. She recounted how she had introduced Jay-Z and Letitia's mom years ago. According to her, Jay-Z showed interest immediately, and the two spent plenty of time together. This friend said she had spoken with Letitia's mom about it many times over the years, and she was convinced of the truth. She even remembered trying to call Jay-Z to tell him about Letitia, but nothing ever came of it. The friend ended her statement with a strong reminder: what is done in secret will eventually be revealed. Through it all, Jay-Z has continued to rely heavily on his legal team. Over the years, there have been lawsuits and claims of intimidation. Some people have even accused his lawyers of working with others to bury paternity cases before they could gain traction in court. For example, Rymir and his guardian once alleged that attorneys secretly collaborated with Jay-Z's team to get their case dismissed in Philadelphia. Dr. Lily, who has also been linked to the case, has said she and Rymir were targeted with threats and scare tactics for years. At one point, she even accused Beyoncé of persuading Jay-Z to reach a quiet settlement with Rymir to avoid public humiliation. Interestingly, while Beyoncé has publicly supported her husband through many scandals, insiders claim she doesn't want any more drama attached to her name. Allegedly, she urged Jay-Z to resolve at least one of the disputes privately to protect their brand. But now that new allegations are surfacing, Jay-Z seems determined to handle them differently. Unlike before, he doesn't want this to explode in the media and damage Beyoncé. Rumors say that Tina Knowles' warnings have played a big role in his approach this time. There are whispers that Jay-Z has been trying to manage the situation behind the scenes by offering money and property in exchange for silence. In Letitia's case, some reports suggest she agreed to sign a non-disclosure agreement after allegedly receiving a mansion worth over $1 million. If that's true, it means Jay-Z may have temporarily avoided another full-blown scandal. However, many believe it's only a matter of time before Letitia, or others like her, come back demanding more. The most troubling part of all this is that people are saying Letitia might not be the last. According to the streets, there are more alleged children out there who could eventually step into the spotlight. And if even one of them manages to prove their claims, the situation could spiral out of control quickly. Tina Knowles reportedly sees this storm brewing and has made it clear she won't stand by silently if her daughter's marriage and reputation are dragged through the mud. At this point, it feels like the Jay-Z paternity drama will never end. Between Rymir's ongoing legal battles, Letitia's emotional confession, and whispers of even more children waiting in the wings, the story grows bigger every day. The real question is how much longer Jay-Z can keep dodging DNA tests and silencing accusations with legal maneuvers or payouts. Tina Knowles has lived through this kind of heartbreak before, and she doesn't want Beyoncé to go down the same road. Whether Jay-Z's alleged children will keep coming forward, or whether this all fades into the background remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, this saga isn't over. So what do you think? Are these women telling the truth? Is Jay-Z hiding more than just secrets about his personal life? This story is heating up fast, and it's clear the drama is far from over. Do you believe more secrets will come out, or is this just noise? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit subscribe, and stay tuned. The next twist might be the biggest yet.